Welcome to Writing 293. This presentation will give you a broad overview of the course. Of course, there's more information in the syllabus, but it's a good idea to get a picture of what the course looks like. Now, this is the weekly agenda. On Monday, start reading the assignments and take notes. You'll see those assignments in the chart and the syllabus, but also if you click on content, you'll see a weekly overview with links that'll take you to everything you need. By Thursday, you submit your original discussion post. The deadline is midnight. Saturday, you should have submitted your follow-up discussion post, also by midnight. That's a reply to another student or perhaps to me. And Sunday is always the day when you submit your major weekly writing assignments. Of course, you can submit all of the work ahead of time, as long as it's in the correct week. Now, this slide is really important. Think about how you want to divide up your time based on how many points out of the 1,000 points is this particular assignment worth. So you can see the pie chart there. 60% is on the research paper proposal and report. That's 20% for the proposal and 40% for the report. That is due in week 3 and 4 for the proposal, 5 and 6 for the report. Now we start off in week 1 with the APA description instructions memo, and that's worth 20%. The resume is in weeks 7 through 8. So that is at the end of the course, and it's only worth 10%. So we start off with a 20% description instructions memo about APA, okay, because you're going to need to use it for the research proposal and report. So the proposal is worth another 20%. Then you have your research report. That's worth 40% of the course, almost half of the course. And then we finish up with the resume, and that's only worth 10%. Now the participation altogether is only worth 10%. It's you work on that the entire 8 weeks, but it's only worth 10%. The ungraded rough drafts are in weeks 1, 3, 5, and 7, but they help you earn the points in the 90% categories, everything except the 10% participation. However, that's also connected because the discussion posts are going to help you write the major assignments. So just remember, each category is essential, but obviously you're going to spend a lot of time on the 40% research report. Now here's a list. I did give it to you before, but here it is again. The weeks 1 through 8 major writing assignments. Weeks 1 and 2, you write that APA memo. Week 1 is an ungraded rough draft. Week 2, it's worth 200 points, 20% of the grade. Weeks 3 and 4 is similar. You write the research report proposal as a rough draft in week 3. In week 4, it's graded for another 200 points, 20% of the final grade. Now there's an audience analysis that you have to do, but it's off the page because this is written as if you are going to give it to somebody. And it wouldn't work if you were writing to the audience telling them who they are. That wouldn't make sense. So you're going to analyze the audience, but not actually write it on the page for the proposal that's going to be graded. We'll talk more about that later. We'll be writing more about that. Weeks 5 and 6 is the actual research report. You proposed it, you got an approval, and then you wrote the report. Week 5 ungraded, week 6 graded. I give you audio and written feedback in weeks 1, 3, 5, and 7. In weeks 7 and 8, we work on the resume, and that's only worth 10% of the grade. So again, take a look at the proposal and report. That's 60% of the grade. That's where you are going to put the major effort. Okay, weeks 1 through 8, discussion post topics. Week 1, we get real life technical descriptions and we analyze them. Week 2, we think about the differences between workplace writing and academic writing. Week 3, we're working on that proposal, and we want to make sure nobody plagiarizes, so we analyze famous plagiarism cases. Week 4, you're sharing ideas about how to look for the right sources, and you're writing an annotated bibliography that is to help you write the research proposal and the actual report. Week 5, we turn to workplace writing, and we analyze a business case scenario. And you write 2 different messages to someone who has lost a job. Week 6, we're working on that, 40% of the grade, that research report. So we're doing revision practice. We're posting a section of your report, a paragraph, and analyzing, here's how it started, here's how I revised it, and why I revised it in this way. Week 7, we're working on the resume, so we turn to the internet exercise. Should social be added to job networking? Which sites work when you're looking for a job? Which sites should you stay away from? That sort of discussion. In week 8, we finish up with a reflection post, just thinking about what you learned in the course and what you would advise another student to pay special attention to. So those are the discussion topics for the first 8, well, I should say the total 8 weeks. And just as a reminder, you have 2 weekly discussion posts for weeks 1 through 7. There's 14 posts in the first 7 weeks, and together with 1 more post, that's going to be a total of 10% of the grade. Your original post should be by Thursday at midnight, follow up by Saturday at midnight. Now, if there's special circumstances, you have to get it into the correct week. We're not going to have discussions, multiple discussions. It makes the course too confusing. But if you're late with a post occasionally and you advise me of it, that's going to be okay. Now I have a final reminder here about week 8, because the course, I want everybody to get their reflection post in. You only have to write 1 that week. I want it in by Thursday. And again, if there's special circumstances, I have a few days leeway before the grades are due. So we have an early deadline, Thursday, final week of class. And the final slide is just a reminder, we're partners here. If you have questions, you can write an email to me, you can call the number on the syllabus, or you can do both, whatever makes you comfortable. Have a great semester.